Welcome, travelers, to the Dragonleaf, the tea house where tales are told. Congratulations on making it through another week in this crazy world of ours. Come on in and sit by the fire and get some rest. Thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to have you. And if you like our content, feel free to leave a like or a comment in the tip jar and subscribe to our weekly tales for more. Make sure to ring that bell as well to get our updates. It really helps small content creators like us get established while we have our nose to the grindstone. So, thank you so much for listening again, and without further ado, it's time to open up shop.
No!
Allow me some music to sustain y'all.
Allow it, please. Must sustain.
I stared too hard, my eyes hurt.
Yeah, I did crazy eyes for a while.
Last time, in Ashfall, we met our 4 estranged allies, and as each of them continue their day to day, they receive a letter from a man claiming to be Kelly, stating that a god had taken interest in them. They are directed towards Old Town, to the south of Amaranth, and upon meeting with Kelly, he reveals himself to be said god in disguise, Lavos. Choosing to take the form of a disheveled man, Lavos offers the motley crew ash bonds, tattoos that allow them access to a reserve of godly power to bolster their own potential. As Vincent and Jojo take Lavos up on the offer, Killian and Matilda return to their abodes to discuss their offer with their guardians. As time passes, the two return, and after a quick interview with Patience, an Asumerian diver and Killian's guardian, and Pom Pom and Mama Mal, Matilda's parents, the two also take ash bonds, becoming family with Lavos and each other. Upon returning to Lavos' cabin, he shows them to the old town proper, where they are taken across the massive grounds of the crumbling fort and to the manor that is to be their family home. The only downside, that it's filled with the royal family's dirty laundry. Taking the form of a mercenary group akin to bandits, this laundry lives within the old structure as squatters, and the party moves in to infiltrate and clear out their new home. We return to our ragtag group, as they have just put the finishing touches on a minstrel, newly unsuspecting and incredibly newly unconscious, within the first floor of the manor. So, everybody, as we return to the manor, what do you do?
Could I listen to see if anyone's heading this way? I'll just be like a lookout.
Yeah, do you want to roll a perception check for me?
Killian, dear, you want to head down first, or do you want me to go?
No, I can go. It's more comfortable for me.
That's a 16. That was so close to a 20, though. It was like, oh.
Whoa.
That's how dice sound.
Yeah.
That's how my dice
Time
sound.
to
You
roll the
guys
dice.
You're welcome.
Looking around and like putting an ear up to the wall, you can immediately tell that the room next to you that had previously contained the minstrel is pretty much clear. You can't hear anything there, but above you can hear some footsteps on the second floor, and around in the house you can definitely hear some shuffling.
Does Vincent hear them or no? Would I have to roll as well?
Yeah, you can hear quite a bit. Roll a perception check for me as well, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will. I hear nothing.
Well, there's an amount you can hear, like with the bass. This is just what's beyond. You can definitely still tell. Yeah.
Yeah, the foot movements and things like that don't seem quickened or anything like they suspect someone's here.
No.
Jojo's gonna try and do tactical, like be like snap, snap, and just sort of like point where she hears the noises and see if anyone understands what she's trying to do.
Killian climbs into the dumbwaiter, and just kind of like cautiously like gives a little like thumbs up. Damon doesn't know how dumbwaiters work. Does she have to pull a thing, or is someone like pulling a lever, or like?
You fully assume that I know how dumbwaiters work. In front, on top of the machine itself, you can see that there's 3 buttons just off to the side, kind of inset into a small panel. The letters themselves have been like scraped off by a dagger or something. You can't entirely tell, or wear and tear throughout the years. And off just to the side of that is a huge, just lever, a wooden lever inset into the machine itself.
Okay.
I'm assuming the one on the bottom is the lower one, so let's go with that one.
Yeah, you push the button. The doors in the dumbwaiter just slowly begin to close shut.
And then I'll pull the lever, I
You
guess.
grab on top of the lever, pull it down, and just the entire structure begins to just move down.
Pretty loud.
You say, well,
I look over the rest of the group and I'm just like, we should.
Do you
That was
think
pretty
like?
loud.
Do you
I
think
hope
that
she's not claustrophobic.
So the lever is the thing that brings it up or down. So do you think the buttons might be like a, I don't know, an alert, like ding ding, your supper is about to come in, huh? I hope that's not what that is.
anyway, the dumbwaiter continues to go downward as we switch to the basement here. And just at the very bottom you hear boom, boom, loudly resound out into the basement.
Does the door open when it bing bongs?
As the solid doors.
Okay. I scramble out and I just run into the corner and hide.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check if you don't mind.
Oh, we should have put something in there with him. With her. So they would think that we sent them food.
Yeah, you kind of just hunker down into the corner and try and be as small as possible. You see in front of you sound of footsteps, and as the doorway opens on the other side, a single figure kind of enters into the room looking lazily. Nobody makes food around here. The hell is this? Begins to look around. They begin to scour the room, taking an immediate left, but it seems like they're like groggy or sleepy. What is this? Who's even here? Moves up toward the pantry and scours. I see no but. Come down. They stop, turning their attention slowly towards the goblin sitting in the corner, scrunched up. Yeah. Alright, turns, makes their way to the door and just shuts it.
I go back to the dumbwaiter, and do I have buttons?
Yeah, you take note that in your dumbwaiter, there's 2 buttons off to the side and the same lever.
I press the upper button, and then I pull the lever.
So you press the button and you try and pull the lever, and the lever's just like stuck as the gates slowly begin to close. Okay, so when the doors begin to close, as soon as they end up closing, you can hear the lever itself like unlock, and as you attempt to pull the lever down, it seems to go now.
Meaning you can't get it.
For sure.
Oh, good.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I didn't want to be in it anyway. I'm gonna.
Do we hear it coming up?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can hear the mechanics kind of just clicking upwards towards the top floor where you guys are currently standing.
Would we fit inside?
Uncomfortably.
If you squeeze tightly, yes. And Zen will get out of the way and let them go in. He's gonna peek out the window and just make sure listen around. That made a lot of noise, so.
You can't immediately tell. But before that, Killian, did you want to do anything else?
No, I wanted to go to the door and see if it was locked.
Gotcha. You rush up towards the door. As you finagle with the lock itself, you can see it's not locked, and with your passive on the other side, you can hear people be like, "I swear to God, there's a monster in the kitchen." As you open the door, you can see 2 of those figures standing on the other side, just arguing with each other back and forth. One looking towards the other and just be like, "Dude, you've been on the sauce." Are you still on their line of sight?
Yeah.
As you open the door and look in, one sec. Yeah, they glance back towards you ever so slowly. No, it can't be. The book. No, they lied to us. It can't be. So you see them slowly reach around.
I would like to intimidate them.
Okay, how do you intimidate them? They're standing, they look pretty frazzled at the moment, like just holding on to, scattering around for any weapons they could find.
I would like to speak Goblin. Well, I wouldn't like to speak Goblin. I'd like to speak what people think Goblin sounds like.
Are you proficient in deception by chance?
No.
No? Okay, go ahead and roll an intimidation check for me. You look over towards them, and as you begin to just they look towards you, and as they grab onto the weapons that kind of surround them, sitting off into the corner, they pick them up and stare towards you. It's a fucking goblin! Launch. You hear one shot flying towards you. One sec here.
You thought it was a drunk
It
illusion.
just slams into the side of your shoulder, and you reel back. You expect this incredible pain as you fully sit there and wait for the racking pain to rip through your body, but it's dull. It's nothing like you would have expected. As you feel your heart just beat in time, you feel this surge through you, and it feels numbed, almost like nothing happened.
I just look at the wound, and then despite myself, I kind of look back at them and go.
It's just slowly begin to back away. You see just behind them someone who stands, turns their attention towards you, locks eyes for a brief moment, sword and shield in hand as they round the corner, shore up their shoulders.
Oh.
Yes, good.
And then we switch back to the top. Everybody, roll initiative. Ooh, Vincent, you're ahead of me. Very nice.
There's the button for initiative.
Killian is not in the initiative order for some reason.
No, I'm looking for the initiative button. Oh,
I remember where it is. Okay, never mind. Ignore that roll that I did.
Makes me sad that when you use the HUD, it doesn't actually roll a dice. It's just like, bam, number. And I'm like, ow, no.
Give me my dice.
I want to roll.
You could go to the fist icon and roll it there.
Yeah, I could do that.
I'm assuming we don't hear any of this.
You do hear the dumb way to return and the loud boom boom, but you can't tell too much of what's going on downstairs. It's just too far below you at the moment.
Well, I think we should hurry this up. People are probably going to come. Vincent will go over and ever so eloquently just kind of get in the dumbwaiter as eloquently as he can.
Vincent's big, right? How good is it a fit
It's
for him?
not. Just not at all.
Okay.
His horns are scraping against
He
the
leans
wood.
in
There's
and you
marks
just
there.
hear.
Luckily, he's very flexible.
I'm kind of imagining like a centerfold,
Yeah.
leg up and bent, just lounging back.
Yes.
Perfect. I just stick my hand out in like a push the button kind of motion.
Okay, and Jojo will do as directed and push the button. Based on the buttons, you said that there was 3 buttons, right?
I push the lowest one.
Can you? Yeah. Oh, you pushed the lowest one?
The first
Okay.
time around, yeah.
I'll start cranking the crank.
It's a lever off to the side.
Oh, it's a lever. I thought it was a crank on the. I thought it was a crank.
No,
the
way
first
more
time.
high tech.
Yep.
Jojo goes over to the corner and just begins turning this random crank. Then kind of looks over slowly and
Oh,
sees.
no.
Oh, oops! And then just slams down the lever. The doors begin to close, and Vincent, you begin to descend into the depths.
Do I feel like it's like upper floor, middle floor, basement? Like we're currently on middle button.
With your passive investigation, it's a pretty safe bet. You feel that that's pretty much the case.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, as you pull the lever, the entire structure begins to just.
That's just an item injection.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I think my action would just be to hold this door closed and continue to listen for any signs of like shit going bad.
Okay. With your previous.
Should I roll another perception?
Well, it's
Okay,
it's
cool.
not super necessary. As you listen in, you don't really hear anything on the other side. Killian, you're up. The dumbwaiter comes down, opens, and you see a familiar tiefling standing on the inside.
I close this door, and I come like quickly over. I'm like, Vincent. So I tried to hide, but there was a guy and he's really drunk, but he saw me anyway, but he thought that I was maybe like a dream goblin. And then I opened the door because I wanted to see how many people they were talking to, but then they saw me and then they shot me, but I'm not that hurt. It hurts, but like not that much. But I think they're gonna get more people.
Well, things are about to get a little busy in here. Get ready. The others are coming down, so.
Okay. And Killian scrapes the knife across her hammer, which she has her hammer and knife out, and she casts heroism on herself.
Are you
Perfect.
do you have yourself selected a current? Yeah, perfect.
Beautiful.
I can't see the concentration. Did that get activated?
Yes.
Here, give me 1 sec. Oh,
I
It
saw
was
it.
for us.
Yeah.
yeah, I can't seem to see it. Do you want to? Are you able to?
Should I just?
Yeah, can you?
Uncheck the
Yeah,
consume.
throw a new one back on and recast it. If you don't have the consume resources on, it will immediately it will cast
Gotcha,
it. It
gotcha.
won't consume the resources afterwards.
Okay.
Awesome.
There we go.
Woo.
All right. And then I'll, I guess, move in front of the door. Just kind of ready to body block as needed.
All right, Matilda, we are back to you.
I go. And it,
You notice that the dumbwaiter goes down, does not come back up.
I don't think you'll fit, Killian. You're too big.
I'm Jojo. Nice to meet you.
Oops, sorry. Jojo.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's
One's
sizest.
the small green one.
How
one's
could
the
you?
big one.
As a 6 foot tall man, I am offended.
No, I'm sorry.
Should we? I don't actually think that the last person who sends it down is not gonna be able to get down by themselves. Should we try and find some stairs or something?
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
Alrighty. I will go poke my head outside of this door if I can move past Jojo, and I will open the door.
You pop open the door, no problem. You see it pretty much an open pantry. No enemies as far as you can tell. Food stacked super high.
Okay, I will move towards here. Oop. And then I'll try to stealthily like peek through this door.
You reach forward and you grab onto the door handle.
Oh no, hold on.
Cold to the touch, and as you try and push it, just like doesn't move at all.
Oh. This door's stuck.
Is it locked?
No.
Doesn't that just lead outside?
Oh, maybe. All right, I think this is the last of my movement, and then I'll try this door.
You open the door, 2 enemies standing at the other end of the hallway. You see a dog scurry around the corner, having not noticed you, and a single person standing wearing pretty thick leathers, just disheveled, looking over towards you, not very well taken care of. Who the hell is this? Who the fuck are you?
Oops.
Did somebody have a kid we didn't know about? Who did it? Who's got the kid here? Slowly, they look out the door looking for someone.
I got lost in I got lost in the forest. Please help me. And I look very disconcerting, like even though like I was saying like please help me, it's just like very much like The Grudge.
Yeah,
like,
they look over at this practically porcelain doll looking girl. Please help me. I have seen hell.
Don't play with this.
Oh god.
Come on, do good. Come on, Matilda. Oh, it's not terrible.
Yeah, they look over towards you. Reaching behind them, they slowly grab
All
a
right.
crossbow.
No, that is my turn. I use my action to see.
They may or may not have seen a
my
figure
story.
standing behind you in the distance. And now, here, give me one moment. None of these enemies were pretty much aware of anything that was going on at current, so I'm going to cycle back. Within the basement, 2 figures standing, staring outwards towards the goblin. You hear their footsteps begin to approach the door, and as the doorway opens, I fucking told you, there's a goblin here! Whose monster's doing outside the dungeon? Standing, looking out towards you, they reach down, and as they pull out their crossbows rapidly, both of them attempt to take shots, kind of just clambering over each other. Both of them fly off. You manage to dodge out of the way of one of them, the other one flying into the side, just slamming against wood into the back corner, as you both miss.
Yes. Normally, I would also freak out, except I have heroism, which means I'm immune to the frightened condition. So I'm just staring down the barrel of this crossbow, weapon, hammer and knife in hand.
No, they pull their crossbows out towards you, and as they just fire, it launches off to the side. You stand, there's orange bubbling energy pouring around you, and you feeling just the heroism of the heroes staring up towards them. It just flies by your face nonchalantly. They slowly begin to back up. These guys seem terrified. Matilda, you see that dog round the corner that had previously left as the owner yanks it into place, kind of holds it down, staring towards you for a brief moment, just trying to intimidate you. Who are you? Dog tries to lurch forward. Vincent, you're up.
Commotions towards Killian, I assume, right?
Yes, absolutely. You also just
Saw the crossbow bolts flying into the room.
So he'll get out of the thingy here. And then he can see one of the squatters. Can they see him, or are they too distracted by Killian?
They're distracted, but they glance over and they can see an additional assailant who just beginning to back away slowly.
Vincent just smirks at that, and he's like, I can play with this. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself as my once a day, and I'm gonna turn myself into something a little bit more terrifying, more like a devil humanoid.
You see, as you cast the spell over yourself and you're suffused with this magic energy, your horns elongate and back away. Your body becomes just taut. You can see the translucent skin, your fingers long and brackish, become this just thick, dragging fingertip, as though being able to cleave solid stone itself. The guards look towards you.
I'll take a step forward and one of these guys has like the crossbow on them. Do both of them?
Both do. The one in front has a small hand crossbow that they fired within melee, and the one in the back has a large heavy crossbow, which no bolt in it.
Towards the heavy crossbow user, in his ears he'll just start hearing like infernal whispers, and then he'll get like a shiver down his spine as I'm gonna activate unsettling words on him.
You stride forward, and one sec. As the guard here turns and begins to listen to this,
Ooh, -5 to his next saving throw.
he can hear your words in the back of his mind as it just passes through his consciousness. Slowly, he just begins to shiver, looking onwards towards both of these just goblin and demonic entity that begins to encircle them. They begin to back up. This was not their day.
I'll take a step back here. And my turn.
Alrighty, Jojo, you were up.
Has this guy with the mastiff spotted me? Because I can see him.
Yes, he seems to have clocked you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Jojo's just gonna, step, just past
Probably
Matilda.
You can step over me. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, just like she's just gonna shove you a bit to the side and walk past you. Where's the druid?
Who the fuck? What do you know about any of this? Who are you? Who the fuck do you think you are?
We're your landlords.
You're a bit too green and not enough of a git to be my landlord.
Well, I guess we'll have to evict you then.
Roll
Come on.
intimidation.
Yeah, sure. If you think that that's a good idea, I'm sure.
Was that what you wanted to do?
I was just trying to egg him on, really.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rent is due. It's your soul.
My intimidation's only a 9, so.
Well, they seem genuinely egged up. That's for sure.
Oh.
They are egged.
Yeah, I can get it. I think that's. I don't think I want to rage yet. Yeah, I'm good now. I'm good how I am.
Killian, you were up.
All right. Well, I don't really. I'm not used to this sort of thing, but here we go. I stabbed this guy in the knee.
Yes! Go for the knees!
Amazing.
Pom approves.
Nice.
Pom approves.
That hits. Go ahead, roll damage. You bring your dagger back and just stab it inwards towards the guy. And as you rip back, you actually can see some of the sinew pull back. The guard, seeing the small goblin dart forward, jam that dagger in, and just begin to turn. You hear, and as you tear some of the flesh backwards,
I think what Killian thought would happen was she'd just like stab him in the knee and then like pull out and then he'd like stumble back or whatever. But like I think what ended up happening is she like stabs into the knee and then like doesn't pull out properly and just like kind of pulls the whole like knee out of its socket.
yeah, as you rip backwards, the entire bottom portion of the leg just tears away, and you can see the skin kind of just tear with it as the guy looks down, and the screaming just kind of stops for a moment as the chill sets in. Slowly, he loses balance and slams it to the side of the wall before slumping downward and just
Sorry. I take a step forward.
the other bandit.
Start staring down the next guy.
No, as he stares in towards you. Actually, anything with the rest of your turn?
Not really. No, I think that's probably all I've got.
Alrighty. Matilda, you are up. You look onwards towards this scene. The bandit to the side, reaching down and grabbing onto a something just obscured outside of you around the side of the wall, holding onto the dog still that's just kind of like lurching forward. You see the grip begin to loosen, just almost intimidatingly, as the crossbow comes up and points towards you, this huge crossbow.
That's a mistake. And I cast Firebolt at the dog.
You, if you alt left click here, you can get like a firebolt effect that comes through.
Oh, really?
Whoops.
Okay. Hold on. Let me alt left. Okay, and then attack. Normal.
Oh no. 19 hits. You lean back and just launch this mote of flame forward. You see it just gout as you pull that flame into hand and
JoJo's surprised by
erupt
this.
forward.
She's like,
Yeah,
oh.
right past your face, yeah. Looking inwards towards the creature, just it launches forward and with 3 damage, just slams against the side of the head. You hear as the dog stance begins to prowl up and prepares
I
itself.
like cock my head and say, they told us not to kill you, but they didn't say anything about the dogs.
So you're the worst now. Just the absolute worst person. How could you? How possibly could you?
The dog's not very cute. It's fine.
No, they're not. In fact, you're not even 100% certain these are dogs. As they stand, there's just like wide muzzle. You can see needle-like teeth. The entire body bulky. Now just has this one shorn section of face as it just gnarls forward towards you. Matilda, anything with the rest of your turn? Do you plan on moving?
No, I'm gonna stay behind the strong person and not put myself in the line of fire.
We return to the basement. Killian, the guard that stands in front of you, seeing its friend just de-kneed, turns and just slowly begins to back away, crossbow in hand, looking back towards the ally who slowly begins to stride forward. Vicious smile on their face, sword and shield in hand, ready to, almost relishing the fact that you are standing here with them right now. The guard in the back just begins to back up. He lied to us. He lied to us. You can get an attack of opportunity here as he runs away, if you wish.
I will. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Can I attack of opportunity non-lethally?
Yep. As soon as you deal damage to bring a creature to 0, at that point you can determine whether it's lethal or non-lethal. Yeah.
Gotcha. Whoops. I forgot. I forgot to target the
that's all
the
good.
token. but-
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I assume that hits.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. tell me what happens.
Well, after the accident with the knee, I catch him. I try to catch him in a spot that will like down him, but that won't bleed quickly. And then use kind of the force of the stab to like hit him against the wall and kind of knock him back.
So in the nature of this, as he leaves your threatened range, using the blade of the dagger itself, you kind of jam it into his side and slam him against the wall. But as you pull that dagger out of the side, he just slams his head, begins to go down, and you can see like small gouts of blood begin to pour as he just falls completely unconscious. Staring at him now, you can see that he is stabilized. He's not dead from your non-lethal damage, but he is slowly bleeding out and likely without medical attention. In the near future, he will eventually just slowly kind of fade away in general. We cycle back up to the top. Matilda. This dog looks onwards towards you as you can see the guard who's staring towards the two of you, this half-orc just striding forward. Matilda launching a gout of flame immediately turns their attention away from, oh, who's this little girl? And just lets go of the reins entirely. The dog looking towards you, eyes just bloodshot, as though you guys are just brand new, beautiful T-bone steaks. This one guy standing there begins to... his body becomes tight. You see the muscles begin to engorge.
Uh-oh.
The dog
I would be scared if I
rushes
wasn't heroic.
forward.
Oh no.
And it circles around Jojo as it attempts to... here, one sec. Here. Shuffles off to the side as it butts up against the wall, moving with momentum, and goes for a quick chomp against each of you, one after the next.
Oh, Matilda, your AC is shit.
Mine's pretty low too.
The dog comes in and manages to bite down on your leg, Matilda, trying to pull you to the ground, and leashes back, grabs to Jojo, but you manage to kick it in time to avoid the brunt of the damage.
Down, dog.
The guard turns towards you, raises that crossbow, and says, "No, up, dog."
What's
Bringing the crossbow to heel. Living that last few clicks.
You
Just
take very poor care of them. I'm euthanizing them to be kind.
Don't touch my fucking dog. Lets out that crossbow bolt that flies inward and just kind of lands against the side of the wall. Tosses that thing aside, completely useless now, and shing, pulls out a scimitar. Will deal with you the way I need to, the way I know how. The dog turns and orients itself towards the two of you once more. You're gonna get out of this fucking house.
Just fucking do
I'm
it
gonna
then.
kill you. Let me monologue.
No.
Yes. Vincent.
Vincent just like casually strolls just nonchalantly in behind Killian and just gives a look down the hall, kind of puts his hand on her shoulder, and it's just like, good job.
Sounds
And
really
then
angry.
still in like his weird demonic form. You notice this too, and you're just like,
Can't be scared of it, so this is
Yep.
fine.
Picture it looks like that weird thing from Pan's Labyrinth with the eyes on the hands. I don't know why I pictured that thing.
not quite. It's more eloquent than that, but yeah, it's definitely the same. You feel the same vibe.
Mm.
And I just stare down at the person at the end of the hallway, and I'll just say out loud, "You better run, or your monsters may get you." And in front of him, I am going to spawn a phantasmal force. I need him to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Do you have him selected?
No, this one, let me try. No.
What's your spell save DC on this one?
It is 13.
He fails. Tell me what is your phantasm?
It'll creep out from me and like crawl across the floor as this
No,
like, weird
thanks.
shadow. And then it'll come up in front of him. It'll be like this weird like demonic blob shadow, and then like its piercing eyes will open, and then like a hand will reach out and just slash at him, doing 5 psychic damage.
Here. Let me check something. For the triggering damage on Phantasmal Force, it's just a bonus action, right? Yeah. Okay, so yes, action to cast Phantasmal Force, bonus action. We have a custom Phantasmal Force in our campaign.
Yeah, so it also triggers on the
Exactly,
one I attack,
yeah.
or cast it. 5 psychic damage, which, yeah. Good old psychic damage.
The phantasm itself begins to move forward, and you can hear moving as it slowly begins to pull itself out of the shadow, arm by arm, reaching up with one just maniacal slash across the chest. You see the guy look down towards it and just more of them. This is my day. Just begins to stab down towards it. You can see as he just racks with pain, he stares down towards this and towards you. His eyes become bloodshot.
Damn.
From here, anything with the rest of your turn? Bonus action movement?
No, I'm good.
Jojo, you are up.
Okay. Jojo is going to take a few steps forward just because I don't know what's gonna happen when I do this. Why no move? I want to move though.
Where are you trying to go?
I'm just trying to take like 2 steps forward.
Oh, here. There you go. The dog gets an attack of opportunity here against you.
I will as well. No, I'm kidding.
The dog comes in for a vicious chomp in an attempt to just grab you and keep you in place, pulling you to the ground. Excellent strength saving throw. Pulling you, attempting to just tear at your leg and rip you around. You take... Uh, 3 points of damage.
Okay, as Jojo steps forward and takes his bite, she's like, ugh. And like a valve on a pressure pot, like being released from her ash spawn, just and this like fire and then lightning and then globs. It looks like it's like a lava lamp. It just shifts form constantly. It's like it's a void, and inside the void is like a cosmos of colors at war with each other. And then I will roll my wild magic surge, which is, oh good, shadowy tendrils flash out around you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet. I did not need to step this close. 30 feet, make a constitution save.
It's wild.
Yeah, so you see the cosmos, the void of the cosmos consumes the colors at war with each other. And as you see it like turn, the lava lamp type of ooze becomes like prevalent and then seeps down Jojo's body until it hits the ground and spreads out. And from this void, Matilda, you see these tendrils reach out and go whoosh, and wrap itself around both the mastiff and this creature. Do I need to be able to see? Oh, I need to be able to see these creatures. Yeah, so just these 2 creatures make a constitution saving throw.
I do want to say Matilda looks extremely unfazed.
Yeah, normal day.
Like, yes, very good.
Yes.
What is your save DC for this?
Ooh, let me check on that. I believe my con is considered my bonus to this.
Yes, wild magic barbarian.
My DC is 13.
13, excellent. The tendrils begin to just spread out on the ground, and slowly they begin to rise and writhe aggressively as these figures look.
Ooh, they take 12 necrotic damage.
Oh my god. Yeah, these tendrils rip up and just fly inwards towards the creatures and begin to tear around them. And tell me what happens.
You see the tendrils wrap around these creatures and pierce into them with the tip of the tendril, and like it is sucking out their life essence, they sort of like the mastiff particularly that is already like underfed and charred, it just like and like dries up almost and just flops over. I'm assuming it kills them both, right?
Yeah.
And the same sort of happens to this man who the tendril wraps around, pierces into his neck, and then you just see like as you can see his like body shrivel up, his eyes just go dry and like close in on themselves. It's like not nice. And then like you see this slight light travel down the tendrils and into Jojo, who regains 8 temporary hit points.
Yeah, as these tendrils just tear into the bodies of the creatures, you see them just shrivel up and dry, almost like paper put to flame, as the just flaking of the skin begins to tear off in a way. The energy pours from their body and into yours as slowly they just begin to crumbling down to almost nothing. It's just dry husks.
I like to think Jojo's eyes right now are like, there's like veins of black around the eyes, and the eyes are just like completely black in this rage.
So like, you're the worst person in the world now, right? Because like,
yeah, like I actually killed the dog, so I couldn't watch Jojo's adventure because I was like, killed the dog,
you
can't
make your own
watch it.
Jojo.
But now I'm that person.
You hear on the other side of the room just bang, bang, bang. Who the fuck is in there? Shut the fuck up. Someone begins to yell at you.
Make me!
Who the fuck are you?
Come make me! Come see!
Fine, I will.
Yeah.
Do her and I both hear this very loud voice?
Actually, that was my bonus
Yeah,
action.
you just
I have an
activated
action.
rage. That's it.
Amazing. Okay, I actually also have a lot of movement left too. She's gonna go to this door. Oh, I can move now. And she will go into this. Oh no, is that the rest of my movement? No, this is the end of my movement. I'll go in here and just I'm making an angry investigation check to see if I know where the basement might be, if I know interior design, if I know architecture about where basements are normally.
Are you proficient in interior design tools?
No, but I do have the skill fixing walls.
She is a sandwich architect.
The custom skill. For people who don't know, we have custom skills in this
We do,
campaign.
they're very fun.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and roll. Yeah.
Cool. My repairing wall skill.
I don't think that applies here. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm too angry.
Yeah, just, what the fuck is wainscoting? So you stand and stare.
This building's too old!
This isn't a sandwich. I really know how to build sandwiches.
And even that I don't know how to do very well! I use too much mayo!
Impossible.
Very possible. Killian, you're up.
Never too much mayo.
Well, it looks like I is busy. I'm just gonna go over here and do a medicine check on this guy. I don't think I have spare the dying. Let me double check that just real quick. I do not.
Do you have a healer's kit?
All right. Tell you what, I'm not good at it.
Oh, medicine? Oh, sorry. Do you have a healer's kit on you?
No.
You reach forward and you approach and you see this enraged dude in the background who's just currently stabbing at the ground, looking towards you as you grab your ally and you just tear out a part of his shirt and just begin to tourniquet the body. And that as the other dude who's still just wavering into open air stares at you in mad confusion.
Well, now that that's done, I am going to pick up the hand crossbow that Neelis had.
Yeah, you reach down, you grab it, no problem. You just pry it from the hand and pull up. You have a hand crossbow.
I don't have any bolts, do I?
There were 4 in the quiver. You can grab that as part of the same action. I think that's totally fine. Or same item interaction.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. I'm scrounging.
And as you prepare, Matilda, we cycle back.
I walk forward and I start humming and I put my hands behind my back as I stroll.
Oh my god.
I look in the pile, or I peek my head in the room, and I see that Jojo is very angrily looking for things, and I saw a scary voice coming from that end, and now I've known that maybe staying behind her is a good idea. So I'm gonna use my action to look through the dead body for ribs. Is there any rib bones?
Ribs? Yeah. There's definitely ribs as far as you can tell. I think it takes a little bit longer to pull ribs from a body than a single action. But yeah, there's ribs. They're there.
Lame.
Sorry.
Okay, well, I want to investigate the body to see if there's anything cool in their pockets. I'll use that as my...
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Okay.
How many ribs?
How many
I
ribs
can
do
see.
you have?
Ooh.
Yay!
All rib cage.
What's in their pockets?
Natty 20, you just reach in and whole rib cage just tears out all at once.
No.
Yeah, definitely. No. As you look down at the body, you find 20 silver pieces.
Ooh.
You find the heavy crossbow. No bolts in it, but it's there. The scimitar that he currently had just clattered down into the ground as you rummage through the husks. You find a symbol you don't recognize. Roll history for me with disadvantage, if you don't mind.
Okay. History.
You don't recognize too much, but it looks like the side profile of a jester face with 2 kind of hat prongs off into the side.
Okay, I do
You know the
leave
ones.
the heavier things here to pick up later. I take note because I've noticed that our friend Vincent likes money, so I think they might want those things, but I will pocket the silver and the insignia.
Anything with your bonus action?
Just because I don't really have much in the way of bonus actions yet, so no.
Meanwhile, Jojo, you see the door open, and the Dragonborn stands there as it just looks into it. There's a Dragonborn standing there. Vicious Maw. Go ahead and roll nature for me really quick. Something feels off.
Do you understand the anatomy of a Dragonborn right now? Biology lesson.
Probably not.
Yes.
Yeah, 16.
With a 16, you look onwards towards this figure, and wearing this heavy armor covering most of their body, it almost seems as though they're trying to look Dragonborn. You see these lizard-like features and this long, distended face staring down towards you as it rushes down and attempts to grab onto you. Go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics, your choice, as it attempts to grapple you with this
Are
rapid
there 3
charge.
kobolds in a trench coat? Like, what is going on here?
Oh wait, I get advantage of this, right? Because I'm raging. I probably don't need it.
Yes.
But don't want it. I want my first one. 23.
You fail by 1.
No.
Yep. Running forward, you see they just grab onto you, lift you up, and then rush down the hallway. You can feel it slamming against the side of the wall before planting you firmly into the ground. Matilda, you can also get an attack of opportunity here if you want.
What am I gonna hit with?
I get
But
you could punch him.
Hold on, I have a dagger.
Get off me, you salamander!
I am Dragonborn. They stand above.
That's bullshit and you know it!
Shut up! Why are you like
Okay, hold
this?
on. I am attacking them. I'm trying to figure out how to do that one, but my dagger.
Do you have your
Yeah.
dagger equipped?
No, I did not. Okay,
Oh,
then
you
never
didn't have
mind
it equipped. Okay.
Then I'll punch them.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for unarmed strike. Gotta shuffle them.
Just to roll the hit first.
Hold on, I'm rolling. Do I hit them?
15 hits.
Yeah, punchy.
Come on, Matilda! Do it, girl! You got this! Damage!
Oh my god. The Dragonborn runs by. You just see Jojo sidelined and disappear as you reach forward and just hit into the side of this leather, and they just take off completely unfazed.
Well, you didn't heal him with your punches, at least.
Yeah, no, that's the other character.
Classic.
Oh my god. In our version of Phantasmal Force, you can attempt to break an ally out of the Phantasmal Force itself, so long as you use an action on your turn to attempt to do so. You see an ally...
Yes.
Exactly, yeah. You see an ally run around the corner and grab onto his friend and just begin to shake him aggressively, and it's just like, what are you doing, man? What are you stabbing at the ground for? Come on! Do you not see the Damon and the Goblin in front of you? The guy turns. No, I must defeat the shadow. Brings the blade down one more time. Rout, parry, harry. As they turn and continue, the guy in the back pulls out a small palm pistol. Fucking madman, points it towards you. Vincent, you are up. You now see this guy standing at the other end, and the knight standing in front, still enthralled.
This guy automatically takes some more damage.
Such a good spell.
2 psychic damage.
2 psychic damage. You see the just spike of pain tear through his mind for as he... Yes! Finally a good fight. Stares and stands down towards it.
Vincent's gonna look down towards this person, and then he sees him draw a gun out, right?
Yes. You saw a small palm pistol.
Vincent's gonna look towards him and be like, hot shot, huh? And he is going to have him roll a wisdom saving throw.
Vicious mockery. Nope. Does not succeed.
Takes 3 psychic damage. As out loud, Vincent just says, hey, you might as well join your friend on the floor.
He just looks towards you for a brief moment, and as this demonic entity strides forward and begins to speak to him, racked with pain, you see a trickle of blood begin to move down from the nose as it looks onward towards this just monstrous scenario that's happening in front of him. His ally just stabbing at the ground, doing nothing, and his mind now reeling with psychic energy, staring on towards a small goblin and a demon. He says, I knew it wasn't a good idea. As he pulls out the gun, cowering, holding onto it like a just lifeline, stares towards you. Do you see this? Please, do you see this?
I just smirk at him and I'm like, it's very lovely, dear.
He begins to cower in the back. The knight smirking, staring towards you.
Yeah, I'm going to move back here. Just, actually, I'll stay where I am. I want to intimidate them.
Alrighty.
On my turn.
End of your turn? Perfect. Squatter's turn. You see them move in as they reach the other end of this hallway, Jojo. And as they move forward, Matilda, you begin to spot them as they carefully stare toward... Hey, lizard, what do you do? They look over and they see you. As you just stand, this porcelain girl straight-faced next to a desiccated body that you're slowly rummaging around at. Brings the scimitar back and just goes for a slash towards you as it desperately attempts to just back away from this haunted situation.
No, thank you.
Soliciting.
She does look like an innocent child, so...
The attack misses. You kind of like just stare at him as the scimitar slams into the side of the wood, and he desperately tries to rip it out before managing to grab a hold of it once more. You got that one, lizard. Jojo, you're up. The Dragonborn stands above you, prepared.
Oh no! Oh, not that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jojo's gonna grab her shark tooth sword from her side, and be like, "You can stuff your bra and pretend to be something you're not, but we'll always know what you are." And she's gonna take a slash up at them.
They look at you slowly and say, "How did you know I was a woman?" As they just stand above you.
Yeah, you're right on top of me.
I know women. You're kind.
I know their bodies very well.
Your kind can never know.
What was I even doing? I forgot.
Attacking them?
I'm assuming hitting them.
Yeah.
In the stuffed bra.
Oh, can I just say it was my dueling hatchet? Yeah, the dueling hatchet. Can I say it was the dueling hatchet? I just don't have my.
Yeah, you don't have it. You are prone.
I'll do it recklessly.
Woohoo!
Mickey Mouse.
Sorry. Well, hell. Awful.
I don't like that.
That's fair.
Oh, it's trying to tell me I have disadvantage, but I don't need disadvantage because I'm doing a thing.
You have the prone condition. When the disadvantage pops up, you can just click normally and it should be totally fine.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Hell yeah, 20.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, 8. Wait, I rolled a 6, right?
Yeah, so that's an additional plus
two.
two.
And then
Rage
my
with rage
rage,
should
so it
be. You should be at 10.
Should be a 10.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you have rage on you?
Oh, I do not.
You got to target yourself when you activate it. Yeah. Yeah, I can throw it on. What weapon are you currently using? Oh, sorry, the dueling hatchet. Right.
My dueling hatchet is what I use because I don't have the shark tooth sword.
You lean back and you just dig that hatchet into the side of the body of this dragonborn, and as it tears into the armor, you can see the face just staring down at you, just slowly begins to pull into this smile, this like blood rage, and you
I
manage
believe
to pull
that's
it out.
all I can do.
Alrighty. The dragonborn looms over you, and Killian, we cycle back to you. It is your turn.
This big guy, is he blocking the door?
They're both in the way. Yeah. As you enter into the room,
Gotcha. Is this area here, can I step there?
yes, exactly. As you enter into the room, the stench of alcohol, and you can hear almost this like light bubbling coming from the barrels to the left of you. The entire thing is jam-packed, hot, and close, and just reeks of like almost cider. But you can manage to get around. It's uncomfortable, but especially since you're small, you can worm your way through for sure.
I want to get to the one that's not raging. Because I can't do non-lethal attacks with a crossbow. Actually, I'll take this opportunity. I'll just turn around and I'll say to Vincent, you got this, right? I'm gonna see if there's anything around the side.
Sure. Yeah, I got these two. I shouldn't be any worry.
Just like a dead end, probably.
Yeah, you approach the side and you can see a pantry, pretty well stocked, food kind of stacked up against all sides. You assume there's no way out from here in this direct pathway.
Okay. Is any of that food rotten?
You can see an overturned barrel with some apples that are scattered towards you. Some of them are rotten, but for the most part, the pantry is pretty well taken care of.
Okay. I'll scoop up a couple apples as a free interaction, and then I will dash to return to where I had come from. Does it know that I'm dashing?
Yeah. I like how you run away. Vincent, I have to go find something. Come back. Apples.
And I look up to Vincent and I go, nothing. And then turn hammer and dagger ready to go again.
The madness in front of you continues. Those two guards. Matilda.
I'd
you're
like
up.
look at the person that just came down the hallway that noticed me and try to take a swipe. And then I kind of crick my head to the side and then roll my eyes back in my head and say, "Can't you help me?" And and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast them.
Do you have with your Eldritch Blast, is it 1 or 2 blasts right now?
Just one. I'm a baby warlock, so just the one. But it is agonizing blast. That's the invocation I took, so it's
That
gonna
sounds
take
right.
some extra damage.
Charisma. Ooh, ferocious. You bring this just energy into yourself, this swirling necrotic and just beautiful white, pristine, divine energy. And
Ooh.
Just a quick note, you would have disadvantage since you're in melee. Are you going to take a step back?
yes, absolutely. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, well then I will, hold on. I'll roll one more time. Sorry.
That's all good.
Nine does not hit.
If you want,
Okay.
we can say that you took a step back during this turn, but the guy will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Nah.
Gotcha. You pull this necrotic and swirling energy into yourself and just blast it forward as it slams into the side of the wall directly next to his head. He just kind of begins to slowly back up in terror. The paintings launch off to the side. Please, no, don't lie to us.
Leave this house.
It's haunted. Slowly begins to
And then my turn.
slowly begins to back away. You see the Dragonborn looming over you. You see the two arms prepped, standing off to the side, bulky as two more arms appear, spectral floating arms that pop into this incorporeal nature. And as the arms come back, they just begin to slam into you as hard as they can. You duck and weave and dodge as best you can as they make a series and a flurry against you.
Oof.
His advantage to hit.
Yeah. Reckless attack.
Your AC right now is 14. Yes?
14.
Perfect. The attacks come in, and a series of them miss you. You manage to bring up your guard and block quite a few of these vicious hits as the incorporeal arms are just slamming into the side of the wall. You indenting into the ground underneath you as almost just flurry of blows barely visible happens as you take 17 points of bludgeoning damage from the attacks that managed to hit.
Bludgeoning halved.
17 down to
halved.
8. 8 bludgeoning.
8. Cool.
As you look up at the Dragonborn, seeing you block and dodge out of the way of these hits, just the bruises that it expects to see laying on your face, just backing up, seems to be enjoying this. Really enjoying this fight as it just dish, 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 one after the next, slamming to the side of your face.
She's smiling.
Oh yeah, just wide, jagged smile.
As you see,
toothy grin.
the temporary hit points fade, and so the black around the eyes fades, and yeah, she's back to normal, but she's just like, yeah.
I'm gonna keep you down.
Yeah, that sounds wise.
I am very wise. Cycling back up, the other guard currently assessing this situation, looking in towards his absolutely mad ally. I'm out. I'm not gonna have anything to do with this. Back downstairs, the the guards look onwards towards everything that's currently happening with the demon in front of them. Stop attacking the ground, mate. He is going to get the fuck out of here. He's done with this. He's not getting paid enough for this. And as he rushes out to the side fast as he possibly can, you guys spot kind of the way he went. You intuit that there's probably an escape of some kind in that direction as he begins to flee away. The squatter is down. He's gone. So Vincent, it is your turn. What do you do? You see the knight in front still just stabbing at the ground.
Do you think this is a good time to go on break?
Absolutely. That was great. We will see everybody soon when we get back. We returned. Vincent, you see off in the corner the soldier-looking dude standing on the other end, still just like stabbing down towards your phantasm. Eyes bloodshot, body bulky.
The raging soldier in the corner over there takes another 4 psychic damage.
You see, as he continually slams and slashes against this figure that he sees as him doing like immense battle with, just passing through the body of this just shadowy phantasm, long fingers raking across his body. He's beginning to get suspicious as he stares down towards it. It just diving towards him, but in no way doing anything. He slowly starts to kind of look up towards you in this demon that's just like cackling and laughing. And
yeah, I'll look over towards him and just saunter up, go through Killian. You're in the way. You're being a disturbance now. And you'll see like the phantasmal just like back up and go to like slam its hand against him to like force him back. And I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
He does not succeed. He hears these just racking through his mind, and as the just anger that he feels, you can see this just supernatural strength within his body, and he's cleaving stone, is just looking, and this is madness. Something here must change. It will be you. As he stares towards you with the dagger, you will all die at my blade. He looks wounded, and as he stares at you with this cackling smile, begins to back away.
It has to use its reaction to move as far as it can. With Dissonant Whispers, and it also takes 9 psychic damage.
You can see that as the rage begins to leave his eyes, he just racked with this pain begins to back away, and as he does so, like flips his sword around and just begins to punch at the walls as he's passing by. The house is haunted. The shadows will come for you. Everyone, flee. Maud has lied to us. The book is a lie. The blood begins to pour down as you'd see like blood pouring from the walls from the impacts of his fists, and like blood pouring from his nose, his ears, his eyes becoming that just stark red as his veins are popping out.
I'll turn back towards Killian and be like, the coast is clear now.
Sorry, who lied to them?
I said Mord. Mord lied to us. I believe you have 5 feet of movement left.
Oh, I do? Okay. I'm gonna move up one more. And then my turn.
Alrighty. He sees the phantasm and a demon walking through it. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't. I'm sorry. He's around the corner. He's still scared shitless. We cycle back. The figure stands and looks towards you, taking in everything that's currently happening. The Dragonborn standing on top of this half-orc and slugging it out, looks towards you and sees this porcelain doll of a girl and decides to just take one more swipe at you with the scimitar.
Oh, again.
Yeah. This time it hits, bringing that blade up, down, slashing through and across the area, just ripping through. You see it hit your chest and then just rake down. And as you stare down once again, that dull pain barely feels like anything. 3 damage. You would have fully expected a lot more. You can get an attack of opportunity if you want here.
I'm trying to do math. 3 points of damage.
Yeah, you would have expected a lot of pain to come from this, but it's dull roar at most.
All right, perfect. I am going to punch them because that's funny. All right, hold on. So
can you target them?
much stuff.
Oh, here.
Hold on, where did they go?
Yeah.
I have to target them. I want to do the thing.
I'll bring them back for you.
Thank you.
Of course.
want to hit. Did I hit them? Okay, attack. Boop. Normal. No! I don't.
Yeah, you reach forward for that punch in the last moment as they just dip out incredibly nimbly,
tried.
dodging out of the way and rushing out towards the open door.
Okay.
Continuing past, attempting to get as far away as possible, they skirt around. You can hear as chairs are shuffled out of the way on the ground, and they try and escape as best they can into the living room. Some of you can still see Jojo. You are up. Yeah, you can see them in your line of sight. And now it is your turn.
Yeah, you should get out of here.
The Dragonborn
We
looks
were
at
told
you.
not to kill everyone in this house.
Oh,
She's gonna
nice.
try and break the grapple.
Go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Yeah.
You succeed. How do you attempt to get out of this grapple? As the figure standing on top of you, just punching
I
down.
want to kick them off me. Just like
You bring your foot up and just slam into the top of the chest. They reel back and stumble several different feet. Arms, the incorporeal arms still
she's
hovering over
gonna
you.
use half a movement to get up.
Got this. Get him.
And I don't think I have anything I can do as a bonus action other than raging. And I'm already raging, so yeah.
Do the tendrils continue past activation?
I believe that's a one-time type of deal. Sometimes they have, like, I can continue to do it on bonus actions continuous, but I'm pretty sure that one specifically is like just when you start the rage.
Gotcha.
I believe it's just when you start the rage.
That makes sense.
I'll end my turn here, and then I'll look into that more.
Killian, it is your turn. Back to the basement.
All right. I guess I chase after the people that are running from us.
Yeah, that one's just when you start raging.
Rushing through. You can't get quite that far. I think you can basically get to about here while you are...
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. As you circle the corner, you can see the guard kind of standing there, slamming on the walls with his bloody fist at this point, just banging away.
All right. That's...
You can also see into the armory. You see this small rack of weaponry that is inset into the side of this room on the right.
Okay. Well, that's not the person I want to chase. I want to chase the other one. But I don't have any good bonus actions to use right now, so I will relax. Actually, I guess as a bonus action, I can load ammunition into the hand crossbow.
Yeah, you pull it back, lock it into place.
All right.
I step into the hallway. Ooh, I can see the person who's running away.
Oh no, I don't like how you said that.
I will aim for the person who's running away because I can see them. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast them. So, going to Eldritch Blast them. Mama.
Yes. Even with the cover, amazing.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I got excited. Critical hit.
Rising blast too.
It adds
Charisma to
more
damage. Yeah.
to it.
It adds her charisma modifier to
hell yeah.
damage.
So 18 damage.
Oh
Hey,
my
buddy.
God. Tell me what happens.
I think it hits him, and he falls forward and lands on something on the ground and gets stuck on it, like impales himself on something. He just like,
So he begins to stumble forward as this blast just racks into the back, like a large indent in the back. You can see straight through to the bone, many ribs. As he slumps down onto the couch, you see this just pincushion of a couch jammed with blades on the inside, slits right into the center of the chest, and you see it poke out the back as it, and the blood begins to pour out
We
over the
just decided
couch.
to use this couch as a pincushion.
They're not good people. Don't take care of their...
Matilda deadpans, oops. And I turn
Upholstery.
over and I look at Jojo, and I cast, as a bonus action, I'm going to do 1d6 of, of healing light. Use.
Is healing light, is that touch? Or...
Does it touch? Hold on.
No, it's 60 feet.
Awesome.
Okay, thanks. Okay, d6. Woo.
It's medium healing, so the minimum is 3. So.
4.
For healing. Jojo, as this healing light begins to suffuse around you, you can see faint, beautiful dancing feathers of illuminated light that begins to set in and down upon your body as it begins to fade throughout you. The Dragonborn looks down upon you as it sees any of the little bit of damage it may have done. The tiny little bruises begin to heal over and just stares down. You would expect them to be a little bit sadder, but that grin just widens at the concept of this fight. They turn back and, seeing themselves surrounded, begin to hesitate. Standing up, they drop their hands down and let go of the grapple that was on you and stand.
There's a
I
couple
was already out of my grapple.
Oh, that's right. Well, now you're out more.
There's a couple feathers in your mouth.
Yes,
You open
as it
your mouth
lands.
and a couple feathers come out.
And Matilda does that manually. Like,
It doesn't need to happen.
No.
You know, the healing is from the inside out.
Yeah.
so
yeah,
deep.
Yeah.
So deep.
It's like that. It's like that flower disease where you like cough up flowers because you have unrequited love
What
or something.
flower disease are you talking about?
The Dragonborn's turn. Taking a key out from the side of the pouch, side of a pouch on the edge, turns and immediately rushes, disengaging. You see them just dart into the
Yeah,
corner,
get
just
'em.
out of sight, and
Can I
attempt
get
to...
them to come back so I can target them?
Oh, attack of opportunity, absolutely. Here, let me bring them back for you.
Yeah, please target me.
Yeah, my bad. Shuffling in and then back.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. That's
Good
pretty
hit.
good hit.
Go ahead and roll damage.
7 damage.
7 damage. Tell me what happens.
Could it be non-lethal? I don't want to kill this
Yeah,
person.
absolutely.
Yeah. Once again with the dueling hatchet, flips it around to the blunt side, and just as they're running, back right in the back of the head.
Lean back, slammed into the side of the head, into the wall, slams into the ground. You can't see them, but you can hear them just thud as the key that was in their hand just slides against the ground and tink, lands up against the wooden door at the end of the corridor.
Oh,
to the
nice.
collapse. Golf claps.
Like, yeah, look, the key. I found the key.
You searched very hard for it. Good work, Jojo.
At the other end of the hallway,
She got to the
at the other end of the hallway, you see the doorway open and a figure steps
the
out.
good, they're prone and unconscious.
Oh, well, they were, but now they're
Okay.
good. As they look down the hallway towards you, you can see they're dressed in this kind of leaf motif, fine amber leaves of fall that just cascade down their bodies. But as they stand, everything seems for show. They have these leaves in their hair, but they're wearing like a blue powder jacket over top of all of it, and these just leather pants as they sit into the bottom.
Oh, I
They
think
go
I
back
found
in,
the
they
druid
close the
too.
door.
Man, I'm good at this.
You can hear some shuffling on the other side of the doorway as the figure begins to move around, and you hear the shattering of a cup on the inside. Let me pop around here for a second. Vincent, you are up.
That's okay.
Okay. That guy that was banging on the doors up ahead, he's still in the midst of doing that, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you
Okay,
can hear him.
Vincent's just gonna take, as he's taking a step forward, he's just gonna reach into his pocket and take out just a copper coin and start flipping it through his fingers. I didn't say you could leave. I need him to roll another wisdom saving throw.
You don't need to see him, right?
Nope. Dissonant whispers.
Taking it.
I like you're saying, I didn't tell you you could leave while casting a spell that makes them run away.
I say when you can leave. Okay, you can leave. He succeeds on the save. He stands and is just like humming a childhood song in his head to drown it out. Just
So they don't run away, but they still take half damage.
ooh, vicious.
Can you imagine if you die by whispers, how fucking hilarious that would be?
Oh, that's it.
I'm gonna temporarily move forward a bit because I need to target them to be able to cast it, and I can't see them. Yep. Nine psychic damage.
9
divided by-
damage.
No, you said they succeeded.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So I'll move like here. And then for the first time in this combat, you see Vincent kind of reach behind him and behind his hair and everything. It's been covered most of the time. He just pulls out a violin and he's going to look towards Killian and be like, Killian, here, you seem like you could use some encouragement. And he's going to just pluck one of the strings and cast Bardic Inspiration on her.
Just imagining this like teeny tiny violin with like 2 strings.
Not that far. Or that small.
Right.
Go get him, is all he'll
Go
say
get him,
to her.
Tiger.
Yeah, a single note just boom, resounds out, and that is terrifying.
You're gonna heroically murder them.
I just plucked a string. No, I just went. Ding. Yeah.
Killiam's heroism is bolstered as a single soundtrack of one note from a violin plays at your back. Anyone who heard that shifting note from the basement? Shitting
Yes.
bricks.
Yep.
Gonna move it all?
No, I think I'm good.
Gotcha. Back upstairs. You guys hear the sound of footsteps receding into the distance from the room, Jojo, that you're just standing next to, and you hear another voice as well begin to ring out. What are you doing?
Oh, flying?
Oh, no, fleeing.
Oh.
As they begin to rush off, you can hear sound of footsteps off. What are you doing? I'm not dressed. Well, get dressed. We have to go. As the figures begin to stand, you once again hear shuffling and just things falling over. Jojo, you are up.
Do we care if they run? We just
They were
wanted
to-
them out of the house.
We're told to do the druid, so go break the door.
I'm pretty sure it was just watch out. There's probably a druid there. Okay, yeah, I'll go. Well, I'm not gonna. Okay, she's gonna go grab the key. The guy should still just be in front of her, right? Because she knocked them out as they were trying to run away.
They have to
right?
leave your threatened range. So they were one away at that time when they fell.
Yeah, go up, pick the key up.
Totally cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hope that this one works on all the doors.
Let's see, you can reach it from there. It's on the body
If not,
space.
it'll make you mad and you'll break the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Well, I have to dash actually to get over there, so.
were you hit this round, Jojo?
I did an attack as my reaction.
Okay.
And that was on the Dragonborn's turn. That was this round.
I did an attack as my reaction,
Yeah.
so I would.
Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Before that I was hit. I think I'm. Yeah. And then so I've used my action to dash. I used an item interaction to pick up the key, right?
Yes. So here's what's happening. You have the key in the lock, but as your turn ends, someone else is currently acting. It's all going on.
Okay.
And it's just like sweat pouring down. Key, closer. We return to Killian.
All right. Well, Killian was gonna chase after the other person, but then Vincent said, "Go get him," and so Killian's gonna turn and rush towards this target. Are their eyes still red?
Yep. You can see they're still. Well, actually, it seems to be fading right now. As they run, that bravado that was in them is faded off.
Then I'm just gonna leap towards them, dagger outstretched, hopefully doing non-lethal damage. We'll see how this goes. I need to get my character sheet up though, because I accidentally closed it. All right. So, I'm going to use the Bardic Inspiration.
Aha. Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh.
All
Got
right.
no damage.
I am also activating Fury of the Small. Do an additional
Nice.
3 damage.
Get him!
Oh, you just dive forward as they scream, just dagger and tool jammed into the back. You dodge back, and you can see as the blood begins to pour down across their just entire. They're pretty much covered at this point, and they're just trying desperately to get around, staring down the alleyway. You can see as you pull back the clothing. Actually, there's a symbol of an Ashfall, a single god, but you
Is
don't
it
recognize
big,
it.
or does it just a symbol?
Just a symbol at this point. And you can't see necessarily what the family is from here. Just kind of pulled it up in time to cover it.
All right. Well, I'm going to just dog him. I'm just gonna be as close to him as possible, and if he runs, I'm gonna try to get him.
These poor bandits.
I have a question. In this wall that leads to the room here to where the person went through the door, how sound do the walls look?
They seem pretty thin and damaged. Mostly wood. Like you can see around, there's quite a bit of
Okay.
damage.
What I want to do is I want to kind of blast a hole, like not a big hole, but a smallish hole with an Eldritch Blast. Would that work?
Eldritch Blast does not damage objects.
Lame!
Firebolt does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, then I'll do Firebolt.
Yeah, you see the area, like even in the corner here, you can see like a broken chest. The walls themselves pretty much destroyed and desiccated. They've not taken very good care of this. The whole wall's just practically slashed at.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the wall beside Jojo.
Go ahead and roll the hit. You can't miss a house, of course, but you know, you do need to see if you do any damage.
Sorry.
The whole house just like shifts aside.
I know.
Yeah, you reach Firebolt. Oops.
Oh no, I'm trying to do it, but it won't. I can't. How can I target a wall?
Yeah, you just target yourself.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
Next time I'll make sure to put in like 5.25 million wall actors for you guys to,
Please
to
don't.
target.
This crisis?
Yeah.
Okay. Attack. Normal. Do I get advantage because it's a really fucked up wall, or no?
No.
Oh, lame. Try it. Come on. 10. Do I hit it? Come
10
on.
hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. Okay. Oh.
You slam against the wall. You see an impact in and char, but there is no hole blown in the
Lame.
wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I move up. To
You
the-
do hear from the impact someone in the room just, what the hell? What's outside? As they just
I
begin to move.
I move really close to the wall, where I just shattered that thing. I'm like, where are you going? We want to play.
From the inside.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, but I couldn't get a hole in the wall.
Well, it still kind of worked.
Anything with the rest of your turn?
Yeah, I end my turn. My turn is just being a spooky bitch, just the whole entire turn. Done.
Spooky bit.
Spooky bitch! Spooky
Yeah.
bitch!
Vincent, you are up.
Okay,
Cycle
Vincent is
back.
gonna stroll forward and just to see the work that Killian has put in. Oh, he's still up. Darling, you gotta know when to lie down sometimes. So let's do that right now. I need him to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, they succeed. The humming of this childhood tune in their mind is beginning to just bear down and protect them while they slowly lose their mind.
So they succeed?
They did, yeah.
Okay,
You just
they don't
hear,
take any damage from that. I'm just gonna look over and be like, no fun, I guess. And he's just gonna saunter this way.
As this devil just seductively saunters around and this goblin hounds their every move, they just begin to hum louder.
They regress to child.
Desperately try to regress into this safe place. Yeah.
That's a cool
And
song.
as a bonus action, I'm going to move my phantasmal force. You just hear scraping and gnawing from that shadow beast starting to come closer to us.
Show tunes and demons and goblins. This poor guy. As we
Hold on,
cycle
I
back.
need to move Vincent. Oh, it's not my turn anymore. I can't do anything. Can you actually move the square forward? I got too far away and I cannot see it now.
Which one?
The purple square.
Oh, gotcha.
Move it 20 feet towards him.
The shadow beast continues crawling along the ground, just as it attempts to fly in towards its quarry once more. We run back to the other side. Back on the first floor, you can hear the distant footsteps, naked footsteps of someone fleeing at ridiculous speeds. You just hear, and just shattering of
Does
glass.
that mean they're near a window, right?
Who knows? You also hear this just faint sound fly by. You're not entirely certain of it. You also hear within the room this just
What?
yeah, sorry.
I didn't know better. I'd say you had company.
And as all of this happens, Jojo, you are up. You stare now at the keyhole. So close. Keyhole. It's right there.
Jojo's rage
Only a few
fades.
seconds.
The rage fades, and it's just like hears the sound, just looks at the keys, like, looks at Matilda. You sure you want in there?
Yes.
Okay. Is it an item interaction to just like put the key in and turn?
Yep, you got it. You put it in, it slides into the lock,
Great.
opens.
Open.
You look into the room and immediately you see the budding sound, the wood underneath splintered and broken apart. This massive leather-like plant has begun to grow. You see the tendrils begin to pull out into these viney, leafy just lashes. You see, actually, rather than see, the first thing you smell is this just horrid, putrid stench as a sloshing sound of liquid within. You see the top kind of tear apart to form this open inner mouth of the body. And as the striations just tear away, you can that smell
the
begins to
phrase in your
permeate.
mouth. Adrian, gross.
They're getting away, Matilda. They're way over there. Yep. Oh, what do I want to do? Do I want to go through there and go through that door and try to get past this person? Oh, that looks like a fun fight, but I'm not raging anymore. Yep, that's my turn. I haven't moved yet, right?
No.
Okay. This is 25. There was a door over here too. I still have the key, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go Did I use my action to close the door again?
Yeah, you would have had to, since you used your item interaction for the key.
Yeah,
Okay. Yep. So
improvised.
that's my turn.
All right. We cycle back. Killian. The guard in front stops and turns towards you, raises the hands. Listen, I don't got nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with that fucking book. Throws down his sword. Just
Neither do I.
Stab.
I mean, but also, yes, stab. But a non-lethal stab.
Good comedic timing. Killian, that was great.
How does
Neither do I.
does Foundry keep time going for spells, or do I have to disable them? Okay, because I'm not sure how many turns are left on my heroism, but
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
been 7 rounds. You can see in the tracker at the top.
cool. All right, well, dagger.
Ding, ding, ding.
Nope. As they try and entreat to your mercy, you stab towards them. They dodge back. Should have known better than to trust a goblin.
Oh,
No mercy in you.
now that's
That means-
racist.
Yeah, this guy does not. He doesn't seem like a great guy. From what you've seen so far.
You can drop an item as like a not even a free action, right?
Dropping an item is a free action.
Oh, really? So you can't drop an item and then pull out a different item?
Yeah.
No, you can. Dropping is free, and then drawing is an item interaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I drop the crossbow and I pull out my hammer and bonus attack, 2-weapon fighting. Try to hit him with the hammer.
Yikes.
Absolutely.
I assume that it's the same damage as like an unarmed strike,
Or a club.
because it's not like it's not a light hammer. It's like a blacksmithing hammer.
Yeah, technically
Yeah.
this would be an improvised weapon attack.
Okay.
You're not proficient with improvised weapons, so make an attack roll
Right.
without proficiency.
Okay. Then I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll. How do I?
Yeah.
Right. And then.
Also, Adrian, he's not vicious mockery. He succeeded the last round. You can move up.
Oh no. Not
Not
one,
great.
something bad's gonna happen. You bring your hammer back, and as you go to hit, you just fall off balance, slamming into the side of the wall. Let me roll something. Nat 20, never mind. It slams in, canceled out, and as it pulls back, you notice the tip of the hammer is a little shinier. That stain that you just couldn't get out. That one that's been there forever, gone.
It sharpens it.
Can't hit monsters
All
with
right,
a
well,
sharp hammer.
that was me.
Yes, yes.
Alrighty, Matilda, you're up.
I know so much about hammers.
Right, you're up, Hammer Master.
I am going to stroll forward and just kind of like wait behind JoJo because it's worked out very well for me in the past. When she opens the door, I'm going to hold an Eldritch Blast if I see anything that's hostile or just someone in the house that's not us.
You just bring your hands together, and in front of you, this arcing, crackling energy begins to pull in, and you see this just strange, otherworldly, eldritch, but just beautiful, just mass of energy flow between your fingertips, and this power, you're enthralled.
I scrunch my nose at it, irritated, because it's...
In the basement, the figure attempts to back up and looks now towards their unlikely escape as a demon just off to the side, now outside of their view, stands uncomfortably. The goblin in front looks down at you, disgusting, begins to back away and attempts to get out of here.
You're referring to the person next to Killian, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, just real quick. Has that person had a turn?
He's been kind of enthralled by various different things,
Yeah.
but this is his turn now, basically. As he turns and makes his way out the side here, you see here a door open and shut. Running as fast as he can, it's just still slamming on the walls, and you see blood trails leading off to the side. He does
I
not
guess
look
he
good.
didn't want to play.
The silence
Vincent
begins
is
to
just
ring
going
out.
to walk forward up to Killian, just pass by her over here. Ooh, saying colliding with the wall.
Bring you through here.
Oh, do you have to go around? You can't go diagonally?
In this instance, it'd be pretty hard. Just fix this for you here.
I just pictured
One
Vincent
more step
ramming into a
forward.
wall.
And I'll just take my violin and pluck it one more time. I need him to roll a wisdom saving throw. If he's within 60 feet of me. Cannot target him. So
That's all good. I can do that on my side.
I need him to let me know if he succeeds.
Nope. He does not.
12 psychic damage.
Oh man, you hear him slump up against the side of the wall as his footsteps goes spike of energy. Silence for a few seconds, and then the footsteps continue. Slow, weak.
And I'll look towards Killian. So, what's the plan? Do you want to find an up, see if you can meet up with the rest of the group, or continue playing here?
Well, I mean, they're running. Do we have to capture them? Or can we just leave them to go?
I think we can leave them to go if you want to. We can get, but I'll play with a couple on the way out. Vincent will
Okay.
just turn around to start heading down this hallway, I guess. But that's the end of his turn.
Back up on the first floor. The two of you hear the sound of footsteps just beginning to flee off into the distance. To the north of the manor, you can hear whatever figures were in this room previously. Well gone, footsteps against mud, taking off towards, you just hear, and they make their way off the map.
Yeah, Jojo's just gonna go up and unlock this door, just sort of stepping around, not stepping on this creature, pretending to be a dragonborn. Unlocking it.
As the door opens, Matilda, your held action goes off. You see a guard just bleeding from the face, terrified, looking around the corner, slamming a door shut. Eyes look up towards you and see you guys.
Oh no! Okay. Oh. I like if it hears Enya. Da, 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 da.
Oh,
9.
You know,
Doesn't that hit?
9 misses. But
This guy, man.
as you, lucky or not, slams into this just eldritch energy that you release in front of you, and as it slams into the wall beside him, wind passing, he just hits the side of the wall, falls down to his knees.
yeah, you look like you've had enough, huh? The other two down there.
Still back there.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool. You can go to the courtyard. Mm-hmm.
What? Really? You can let me go.
Want to drag your buddy with you? And she points to the dragonborn.
Oh, I wanted to look in their pockets.
Let her look through your pockets first. She pushes past him.
Yeah. Just pulls off the shirt, throws it down to the ground. You see, he's not wearing very much on him, just mostly loose cottons. But he takes off his necklaces off his.
Oh yeah, could I just roll intimidation? It seems like he's already doing what I'm saying. I just roll.
You only need to roll for things you might fail.
I don't want to roll it anyway. I'm not fantastic at intimidation. Oh, it's not great.
That is as good as a 20 right now. He continues stripping, as he throws everything down, his rings, his amulet, the sword and shield already kind of thrown off and aside. Just
I can't
covered his
walk
face.
into his space. I can't end my turn in his space, so I'll just end my turn here. And
You can see in his eyes, this is his nightmare.
sure. But she'll step aside and let him pass.
He stands and sees that. He takes note.
The house is haunted. Tell no one to come back.
Right. I won't come back.
We
No one's
hear
coming
this?
back. Yep, absolutely.
Oh, Jojo, darling, are you over there?
Yeah.
Don't let him go.
Please let me go. Please.
No, I'm gonna.
No, I'm good.
The last combatant is dealt with here, so if you guys want, we can move out of
Vincent's
combat.
just gonna like stroll around the corner and be like, so I don't know your name. You were mentioning something about a book, correct? What do you know about it?
We captured a guy who had the book before us. I don't know very much about it, please. We caught him. He had the book. He was in it. No. I don't know very much about the druid. We treat him good and it helps us out. I didn't know you were all bound. Please, just let me go.
Yeah, well, they fucked off real fast.
I don't think they were really a druid.
I can take you to the guy. He's around there.
Yeah, sure, bring us to him.
I need a key.
Again,
Of course you have the key.
hold up the key. Got it.
Lady's gonna kill me.
Jojo, you guys dealt with this later, he speaks of.
Was that the one with the dog?
Lady don't like
No,
dogs
it
much.
wasn't the one with the dog, right?
No.
You gotta have better than that.
He stays upstairs. Best room in the house. Please.
Who's your leader?
His name's Maud. I don't want to die, please. I'll take you wherever you want.
Show us the way at the very least, darling.
Oh, please. You have him
Come
guiding
on.
you.
Move forward.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You really don't think Jojo turns as we're walking? Jojo turns to Matilda. You really don't think that person was a druid? Did you see the fucking plant in the room?
And you also had. Well, no, I didn't. You didn't go.
There was a huge. Okay, well, I'll go show it to you later. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Oh, okay.
You have him guiding you at current. Did you want him to take you to the leader or to the guy who had the book in the other room?
The book guy, right?
Yeah, let's go there first.
Okay.
See if we intersect this Maud person on the way.
Okay. I stop and I ruffle in his pockets quickly. If there's anything cool in there. Okay.
Other than the things that he gave you before, there's the shield and sword combo on the ground. His jewelry was worth 1 gold piece each.
Okay.
Yeah. He also has one of those insignias that you recognize. Did you take the things on the other bodies by chance? The ones upstairs?
No, I leave them so we can collect them later.
Gotcha. The only difference really being that this insignia is like carved into the side of like a wooden tree bark that's been torn off of a tree from somewhere. It's petrified.
Okay, cool. And then I go follow them.
Alrighty. Matilda comes downstairs. You follow after him as he rounds the
Oh,
corner.
I'm in the wall.
He makes his way through and around the basement, over around the corner, following the path here, and just kind of waits.
Is my heroism still active?
It's gonna fade. It'll be a few seconds.
Can
Okay.
you remove my rage? I don't know how to remove it.
I just move off to the side.
I
Just stare at him.
Also, you guys did notice that Vincent is looking quite a bit more devilish than he was before.
Yep.
Again, Matilda's extremely unfazed.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Just bringing it up.
feel like Jojo stops for a second and looks you up and down. She's like,
He just smiles at you.
Oh, that was probably
His
really
fangs showing a bit.
Yeah, disconcerting.
He moves around to the other side of the room here, and you can feel some heat coming in off of the door. I need the key, please. Yeah, just
you know, if this is trapped, you know.
I'm just standing behind him, being like,
I'm about 2 feet in front of you.
If it's a trap, I'm gonna harvest your bones and use them in a spell.
Oh, my bones! He begins to look towards the doorway. As you open it, Jojo, you look in and you can feel heat bearing down on you in this small room. In the corner, you see a human male just laying, hands bound, face covered, mouth gagged. As he looks over towards you, just covered in dirt, muck, and dust.
Oh, look! They tried to turn him into a tart.
And that was a dusting of sugar.
Lies there
Vincent
listening.
shoves the dude forward so he comes in with us.
I'm good. You push him into the room. The individual laying there, hands bound still, just listening now around as all of these footsteps enter in. He listens in, points towards his face. It's like,
Jojo, would you be a dear and get that?
Yeah, sure. He goes over very, like, not nicely, just like, yeah.
As you pull it off, you see this individual's face come into view. You just tear the gag out from his mouth, and he stares and stands, or he just still tied basically to the ground, feet bound, looks at you. The room around you, this like thick boiler room, just some of the most impressive technology you've actually seen in a long time. Pipes coming in and out, the sound of water just constantly permeating, the smell of rot, unfortunately. And as you pull the gag from his mouth, he looks up towards you, and in just this mass surprise, he's like, "Wow, totally sick. Who are you? You're not with them, right? You're like new. You're friendly faces, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Did my lady send you to save me?
Of course, darling.
Oh, my name's Jaeger.
Oh my god, I love this roasty. Oh my god.
Vincent just looks towards him.
Yeah.
And kind of smiles a bit, his fangs showing again. Do you have the book? Or did they take it?
No, they took it when they captured me. They went upstairs. The guy up there, that guy right there, did a number on me. It's a pretty good
Did you
fight.
read it?
No, reading that text would drive me like mad. Not in the good way. I don't want to
man.
do that.
Can I roll a history? I'm pretty sure Candace remembers there being some lore about a book of like ancient mages that would make you go insane if you read it.
Do you have proficiency in Arcana?
I'm proficient in both history and Arcana.
Awesome. Roll with advantage.
Ooh.
That is a 22.
I'll let him finish a little bit first before we jump into this. But as he lays there and hands bound, looks up towards you and is like, "Oh, well, actually, when they captured me, I was just down at the south at the tomb south of Amaranth, right? And it was coming up from there when they found me. And these bandits, it looked like they were actually here to get me, like really just to dig into me, you know. And I had the book in hand and I escaped them, but then they just found me again because you know." It's not my nature to fight, really, so I didn't want to down them fully. From the description of the nearby location, you kind of infer that it's not the book that you were thinking of, judging by how close it is to Amaranth, but you have heard stories of other tomes within the area.
Yeah, this is the book that Lavos was telling Matilda.
Yes. The book that you recall from your studies being a book that kind of describes the nature of celestial furies, a book that holds a connection to their power, linked in two of which such books exist, one for both celestial and fiendish furies, of which they have evolved from the power of archons or fallen from grace and hold two sides of the axis of good and evil. Though opposing each other, they manage to attempt to withhold the state of law, be it for one side or the other.
Okay. Jojo's gonna sort of like store that away to fill in the others later. She's also gonna, she probably doesn't need to search this guy for a bond, like a ash bond, because like considering this guy that he fought, that he said was a pretty good fighter, if he could go toe to toe with him, he's obviously bound. But I want to search for like the god symbol. I want to see which god it is.
He looks up at you and is just like, oh yeah, totally. No, check me for wounds. Oh, rad, thank you. She sent you, so this totally makes complete sense. As he leans back, you begin to search through his body. Immediately with the armor that he has on, take quite a while to take it off, but as you look around, you don't immediately see any symbol. You do see like bits of the ends of the tattoo extending out past the symbol itself. He just looks back up at you. He's like, right, yeah.
Who is the she you're referring to? You said...
Oh, my lady sent you from the family home, right? It's like rad close. The goddess of the grove, my lady Eldath.
Yeah, it's real close to here.
Oh my goodness! Sorry, my other character was Eldath foul. This was just exciting for me.
You just hear my voice from the corner. We weren't necessarily filled in fully. Why did she send you here again?
Oh, she didn't send me here. I was captured. Yeah, it really sucked. I did my best.
Uh-huh.
I look towards Vincent, or towards Jojo, and I just pulled my head back like we should come out of the room for a second.
Hang on. Jojo's gonna step out.
Just close the door.
I'm gonna bring this other guy with us. I'm not gonna leave him alone with this guy in case he tries to kill him. Closes the door.
Vincent just kind of somewhat, not super whispering, but enough that he probably would be able to hear on the side of the door, and just be like, should we just leave him then and head out?
I think we should let him go. But that book is the one that Dad was telling you about. And she points her head towards Matilda. She like looks towards the rogue guy. As she's like not saying names.
He seemed like he wouldn't attack us. I think we should untie him and see if he wants to help.
If he's willing to help us for letting him go and then but not giving him the book. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Because there's more of us than him, so after he helps us get rid of the guy that has the book, we can just turn on him. Tie him up or kill him.
Eldath's territory is real close to here. Being on good terms with her would be a good thing for us.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
I'm assuming you're having this conversation stealthily. Yeah. Give me a group stealth check.
Which is actually probably going to be pretty high.
Vincent is going to take this person and be like, you can come with me. And while they deal with the other guy.
Listen, I've got nothing to do. I don't want anything to do with this.
Killian, do you want to help me escort this man up to the front door?
As you turn to Killian, her spell having worn off, she just like has this really strange look on her face. And then she runs over to the barrel right here and vomits into it.
Oh.
I'm assuming those...
Are you always green because you're nauseous?
No. That guy's knee. I think there's a...
Oh, did you go for someone's knees? My pom-pom told me that's the best way to incapacitate someone is to stab him in the kneecaps.
Vincent will go up to Killian and put a hand on her shoulder and just be like, you'll get used to it, dear. Don't worry.
The spell's supposed to take away fear, but I feel like it just made me a monster instead.
Well, sometimes you need to become a monster to protect yourself and your family. Don't worry about it too much for now.
Monsters aren't so bad anyway.
And Vincent will like nod his head towards the dude to like keep walking.
I'm gonna go with Jojo. Jojo's been like, Jojo's been
They're just sort of like kneeled down in front of the Jaeger. Just like, so we weren't sent here by Eldath. we're here to kick out the people that captured you. But we'll let you go. And we're keeping the books, though. How's that sound?
I mean, I'm not gonna fight you for it or nothing. Like I'm a pacifist. I don't. Well, my hands are bound. I don't like battle, right? Like it's a necessity. But you know, life is taken in steps. So I would say, first thing, let's try and get out of here. Like, if you want to let me go, that's totally cool. But what are you guys planning on doing with the house? Like after you're done dealing with all the bandits in it? And well, bandits. I don't know what they actually are, but you know, what's with the house? Are you gonna live here or?
Yeah, we're gonna fix up this place.
Oh, rad, neighbors.
We should probably take the book for a favor. If she wants it, she needs to talk with us and make a deal. We can drop a contract.
I'm sure we can come with some kind of an agreement. I mean, she can read it, and mortals like when they try to, they go completely like bonkies. So this is not great. This could be a sign of good things. You gotta count your blessings.
Well, you're still alive.
Yeah, exactly.
So you should think.
Yeah. I like this attitude you got going on.
We should talk to Dad and see if he wants to make a deal about that.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll talk to you. Our people will talk to your people.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah. Hey, can I do an insight check real quick to see if he's being honest or being a pacifist?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll insight.
He's just got like bruised, cut up knuckles, and he's like,
Yeah, good enough
totally
for
a
me.
pacifist, bro.
Yeah,
He's like super over the top, and you can't entirely tell.
Chill dude form.
Yeah, you can't entirely tell if he's being honest, like all the time, or just always lying.
I think that Jojo's actually really honest. Like living with a furball, he doesn't expect people to lie. She's just like, people just don't lie. That's just not what people do.
Matilda grabs onto Jojo's shoulder and says, Mama Mal always says that if you untie someone, never untie their hands unless you're gonna cut their hands off because they can still cast spells. So we will untie their legs and they can leave here with bound hands.
There's a lot to unpack there.
She's like looking at the already unbound his hands. It's like,
You could just time you tie me back up.
Yes.
do it, right?
Yeah.
Every
Do
time.
it.
You're not gonna help us. You said you're a pacifist. You're not gonna help us
Yeah,
fight.
I barely even need hands to be. Well, I like them, but
Okay,
thank you.
You're tying his hands again.
Just thanking you for tying him up.
Well, the alternative.
Just their hands. We'll leave their feet undone.
He begins to walk down the pathway.
Okay, yeah. Let's record it.
Yeah, he's like, I really appreciate your candor about all this. I feel good. This feels good. As he turns and makes his way down, splashing footsteps along the cobble, the scent of kind of rot beginning to move in. He's like, oh yeah. Oh, this is better. This is better. Throws the rope over his shoulder and just continues striding forward.
I have one hand behind my back and the other one just like holding them like I'm walking my dog.
This feels right. Good things are coming. Absolutely. He stops as he reaches the other side and looks over and sees the goblin sitting in the corner.
Very contrite, very like guilty.
As he looks at you, Killian, there's a fierceness in his eyes for a second, and the levity leaves it. Looks back and forth and almost seems to like clock everything that's happening. Looks you up and down and investigates your demeanor, and then perks back up immediately and strides past. Oh, excuse me, little one.
Okay.
So during that, Vincent would have shoved this dude out the front door.
Okay, this is all taking place while the others were speaking with Jaeger. He just kind of, you're actually letting me go. Begins to move in towards it.
Matilda, absolutely believing this guy's a pacifist, leaves and is going to go find that monk so that she can drag them to the front door as well.
H, you have the icons reversed. The dude by that door is supposed to be near.
Oh,
the
sorry.
front.
I'm just arranging for maximum clickability. Matilda, gonna move you. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's all good.
I'm still in the basement.
You have to put yourself in the little house.
Yeah,
You drag your token into the little house.
I wasn't able to move my characters. That's why.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
sorry.
paused. Pops the door open and begins to walk forward.
Yeah, this was done earlier before they came out.
There's someone in the kitchen we need to throw outside.
And I'll just point to the front door and I'll be like, you can leave.
He is elated. Like he runs towards the doorway, opens it up, sees the fresh air here. Head just explodes off to the side as the body slumps and slams into the stone ground with inertia just sliding to a stop.
He just smirks and closes the door in front of him.
Dad, we were fine with that one.
So what happens?
Oh,
Uh-oh. Whoops.
this happened before you guys came
Yeah,
out, so
you're
this-
downstairs right now. Pretty much just coming up the stairs as the door closes.
Yep.
That's rough.
So,
Oh. At least I'll be able to harvest his bones later. That'll work out.
So as soon as he sees you, he begins to stride forward and places himself in between the two, you and the rest of the party, and he says, "There's a devil. Everyone stay back."
Oh, he's fine. He's just a slut. Don't worry about it.
Matilda, why
What
do
are you
you
talking
then
about?
like?
This
I'm
isn't
not
right.
expecting that from you. You gotta be more accurate.
Oh. Is it expensive slut? Is that the proper
It's
term?
hard not to see him.
You can call me a whore, but it's fine.
Oh. But an expensive
I'm
one,
gonna roll
right?
investigation to see
Of
if
course.
Oh, okay,
he, if
okay.
he spots you as he stares at you.
I'll turn back towards the guy and just be like, I'm the friends, darling. There's no need to be afraid. As long as you don't cause trouble, I won't cause trouble.
I don't know. I can't. You see, he stares at you for a good long time before. Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I didn't see through the illusion before. I know that devil and demon and all that are terrible things to say to tieflings. I'm so sorry. There is no excuse for ignorance. That is not cool on my end. Listen, if there's
Yeah, don't worry about them. I'm the one that actually has a demon and a fae living in my head, so...
you and I could benefit from a talk. It just yeah.
What?
What?
So,
Huh? What? No?
Mr.
Okay.
Yeager, was it? What was your deal? What did you guys talk about downstairs? Are you helping
With your
out?
passive insight, you notice for a quick second as you call him Jaeger that he hesitates before responding. Oh yeah, definitely helping out. Rad.
Vincent notices this. It was Mr. Yeager, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got that right. You see, that initial hesitation kind of disappears as he just begins to.
Of course, dear.
Yeah.
And then Vincent's gonna just lean a little bit more. I have something to tell you, though, towards his shoulder, and just whisper in his ear. I suggest you work with us, darling. He's gonna cast suggestion on
Roll a
him.
wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Yeah, of course. I'm here to help. You don't need to worry.
So I feel like I went through, or no?
You're not entirely certain. Yeah. And as you cast
Okay, well, lead the way upstairs.
As you cast the
then.
spell and the energy suffuses across his body, you begin to speak the components as you circle around. Focused on you because you brought his attention as you cast it. He kind of watches as all of this occurs, but he just doesn't really bring it up. Instead, he says, "You might want to lock that door. There's tons of dogs in there. That's where they keep most of them."
Lillian steps far away from the door with the dogs.
I don't know your names. Mind if I call you like Little G? Little G works for me, for Little Gobby.
Honestly, it's a lot. Little G's fine for now. It's better than other things that people call
That
me.
wasn't
My parents have told me you never give your name to strangers unless you're making a contract and you have their writing in their own blood.
Have you,
So sorry. You are not
have you
being-
regularly done that?
No.
Blood contracts are some dark magic. I prefer the pen. The law is the law. Even on Mount Celestia, pen or blood makes no difference. With a pen, you can like save your blood. I'm not gonna call you Lil G, by the way. That you didn't seem to pick up on that.
Age, I have a quick question. It's for the DM. So suggestion is concentration. If it never went through, the concentration would be broken, correct? Would I notice that?
It's actually a really good question. I'm not 100% on that. For now,
Jojo locks his door, as
Cool.
suggested.
For now, I'm going to roll a dice. Let's see about the saves and concentration. Okay, well, for now, I've always seen concentration as like a cipher that you're constantly repeating in your mind in order to maintain the magic that's happening. So it makes sense that you could keep concentration on a spell without knowing if it's active.
Okay.
But we'll revisit this later. For now, that's what we'll go with.
Well, Diego, darling, why don't you lead us upstairs? There was that Mord, you called him, right?
Yeah, careful on the stairs here, too. They're trapped. I almost fell for that one, but I didn't.
Oh, thank you, darling. Vincent will just walk over it.
Okay, I gotta stay close to him because I have a rope.
Can I insight check? Does he seem to be a little bit more forthcoming? He did mention the trap before when he walked down the stairs.
You guys came up from downstairs. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I see. There's a yeah. But the trap and everything, that doesn't seem overly suspicious, right? And he's still hesitating with the Mr. Jaeger.
No, he seems to be pretty consistent now. Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
So I bring you all up to the second floor of your potentially new home. You look around, you can see, once again, just complete disarray, absolutely torn to shit as you stride through. The wooden walls aside have almost been scraped down.
Yeah, I got a question. Why do you know so much about them? You said you were captured and locked up in the basement, but you seem to have...
They've been starving me for like 3 weeks now. And dragging me all throughout this house, pretty much everywhere. I've seen quite a lot of stuff throughout the house.
Can I insight check that?
We got rations from Lavos before we came
Yeah,
here,
you
right?
all have a box of lunch.
I'm not sharing my Dunkaroos with anyone.
Yeah, you never do that. You never do that.
10.
No.
Like, since he's just so blatant with everything, you can't tell if he's just incredibly forthcoming or constantly lying. Like, people aren't like this.
Yeah.
Jaeger strides forward, slowly kind of opens the door. We should be quiet from here on. Go ahead and give me a group stealth check, everyone. Is everyone wearing heavy armor?
No.
I'm a warlock. That's laughable.
Yeah, the warlock and the barbarian in plate mail armor.
As we look down this hallway, could I just do magical awareness? Just like the cosmic energy is just gonna like shock up to her eyes and just like rush across, and her eyes are just gonna look like a cosmos for a few seconds before fading, and just for like 12 seconds I'll be able to see magic auras.
That's 60 feet.
It is magic awareness. It's 60.
You send out this pulse of cosmic energy that rips past you and out into a huge
just
radius.
sight, though.
Yeah. It just basically shares a lot of similarities with detect magic, but it's a little different in the fact that you have to be able to see it, and you automatically get the information from what school it is. But as you glance down the hallway, you can see right at the other end, there's this small pot of blue flowers that has a faint illusion magic that's hovering off of it. They're called amber yellow, I believe. I can't remember fully. As you all continue to circle around the corner, that's basically all you see right now. Striding past the immediate hallway, like running through the rough wood and just destruction, Jaeger begins to move forward.
Illusion is the opal.
Thank you.
There's an illusion at the end of the hall. Looking down the other hallway down over here, do I see anything at the end of that hallway?
You see a fine-looking armor set, standing ceremonial kind of gold leaf across the outer edges, various different plates, holding onto a longsword inset into the bottom of this thing with a faint glow of evocation magic on it.
Evocation down this hallway, be careful.
Pale red energy suffuses it.
I'm just looking down this hallway.
As you glance down, you can see there's a large painting inset into the side wall, the very first one in the hallway on the left, and just attempting to obscure this rune, you see the faint conjuration magic just flowing off
So
of
like a
it.
goldy.
If we took your eyeballs out of your skull, do you think you'd still be able to do that?
I don't know. There's conjuration behind that painting. Or like at the top.
Jaeger goes,
Okay. It's the one with the shitty looking waterfall. The one that looks like it just came out of like one of those classes. You know?
Jojo, you can see magic.
Just a little bit. It's already faded.
don't need to hate on my waterfall painting.
So it won't let Vincent move. It says it keeps colliding with the wall. Thank you. Vincent will go over, and as I'm assuming Jaeger keeps moving forward with everyone, he's gonna put his hand on Jojo's shoulder and kind of like hold her back for a second,
What?
and then I'll put his finger up to be just 1 second. And let them walk forward a bit, basically, out of sight.
Jaeger goes prone and begins to just army crawl underneath the painting. Looks back. Seems to be all right if we go under it.
Those conjurations that might have summoned something, I don't know.
And then Vincent will lead you to just very lightly whisper into Jojo's ear. Did you see any magic on him?
Oh. Would I?
You didn't.
No, none.
Okay.
I get right down on the ground in my dress and army crawl with them.
Splinters and dirt.
Duck.
Whack.
You go prone as you crawl.
Prawn.
You can hear some muffled voices in the room. He says, "He's right in there."
Is even Killian prone?
Yep, you went down underneath the painting. You're currently under there.
Vincent will just whisper into Jojo's ear one more time as he's standing there. I don't trust him. He's been lying this whole time.
Has he?
Yes.
So he's not a pacifist.
Probably not. Then he'll lean back up and just put himself against the wall here out of line of sight.
You begin to hear some muffled voices on the inside of the room. Jaeger says, "He's right there."
We should let you go in while I hold the rope and you shut the door behind you.
Strategically, that's like a bad move. You wouldn't have the rope anymore, and the door wouldn't close.
There'll be enough of a barrier so that anything that hits will hit you first.
I am like really sturdy, but then we would lose the surprise advantage. And I don't have a shield and my hands are bound. This is not a sound strategy. Like, we can do better.
Jojo passes the key down to Killian.
Hold up.
Oh.
Vincent says for a second, "Yeah, I think you're strong, right?
Sturdy is a better word.
Why do I go inside first to try to intimidate this Mord? If anything happens, you guys can all charge in.
What's your class?
It's whatever you make of it."
All right, I feel like that's a little vague, but that's okay. The guy in there, he's like really strong and hits hard.
Vincent's just gonna walk past him.
Oh, hold on.
Is
Don't
more
forget.
translated to death in a different language? Sounds like it should.
It means murder in various different languages.
Mort.
Mort is death.
I just really picture like
Is it
Vincent
Mord or
doing,
Mort?
Mord.
Okay.
just picture Vincent doing like the most sensual army crawl across the floor to get to the door.
As you, you go under the shitty waterfall painting and make your way up towards the door. You can hear the sound of conversation on the inside.
No, wait. Yeah, so Vincent, using his last spell slot, is just going to go like this. And he's going to turn into that bound knight that got his head exploded. I heard him talk quite a bit, right?
Yeah, you kept him talking.
Okay. And then he'll just gesture for the others to kind of like back up and hide.
I pull my dog. I pull my dog along. Yeah.
Vincent will knock on the door once they're like out of line of sight. We got the guy's name, right? I'm pretty sure.
You did not.
What? No, he did. He told us.
Nope.
The guy.
I didn't write it
Not
down.
Mord's name. The other guy.
Yeah, downstairs.
Oh.
Vincent's just gonna say, "Oh, Maud, we need to talk."
Actually, wasn't it like Harry? Sorry.
Oh
I
no.
thought that one of the Archer bros called him like Harry
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
when
he was.
walked up.
Yeah.
It's like, Harry, what are you doing? Attacking shadows?
Oh no, he was saying he was going to harry the shadows, like Harry Perry. Yeah, to repeatedly attack.
Okay. Continue. What did you say before?
And fuck you won't, Vincent.
Is that what the guy on the other side of the door said?
Yeah.
He just smirks at that. We just want to talk. He's trying to sound like the other dude, not like this.
Yeah, okay. You pop open the door, you see a female half-elf standing there wearing dark leathers who strides over and sits down on the other side. Killian, are you standing there?
As soon as the
No.
door starts to open, I step to the side.
Yeah, gotcha. You walk into the room. You can see in the area just the bookshelves off to the side, destroyed. The entire room in disarray, as the same with the rest of the entire house underneath. You see the massive Mord and this lithe female half-elf. They look at you. Close
Wait
the
a
fucking
second.
door.
So they called out Vincent. Is the guy's name Vincent also? Is that what? Can I insight that?
You don't have to. They called you Vincent. It seems like that's his name.
So confusing.
Oh, okay.
Way to scare the hell out of me.
Gotta give your players the heebies every now and then.
Okay, so as soon as he says that, Vincent's just gonna go to smirk, but then not, because he assumes this guy doesn't smirk too much. Can you repeat what he said?
Yeah. Oh,
Can
sorry.
you repeat what he said before? Sorry, I was laughing too much.
He sits up in his chair, and you can see this just massive warhammer inset to the side, pistol set on his desk, fine make. The elven woman, who is half-elven woman, sitting in the chair off to the side, just stares daggers at you. We came to an agreement already.
Oh,
Close the fucking door,
okay,
said,
he'll close
come
the door.
in.
He'll just kind of like saunter in a little bit, like not really saunter, but just like take another step forward and just look at both of them.
She's right, you found the bastard, but that don't mean you get any extra. We agreed on 5.
I'm gonna army crawl under this painting so that I can be right by the door in case Vincent needs help, and also I can listen at the door.
Gotcha.
And then Vincent's just gonna be like, I thought we agreed on 8.
Give me a kiss before you fuck me. Jesus Christ. Wow. God's almighty.
Can Jojo roll insight to see if she thinks that Vincent's double agent?
Yeah, he's negotiating more money now.
Fucking, what do they call it?
Amazing, isn't it?
you have no idea. Exactly as
Aw.
expected.
My macros are not working. 1 second.
You have a strong inclination to think that Vincent's double crossing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, insight doesn't paint a picture when you fail. Otherwise, like pass or fail, you would know the answer to the question. It's just ambiguous. You're just not entirely sure. Yeah.
Jojo's sort of like, what's going on here?
Adrian, did you change it so we can't execute macros? Because mine is not working.
No, it might
My
be
silver
we just
tongue.
we just updated the server, so it might just be like a situation revolving around that. But we'll look into that after the session. For now, we'll just do math.
Okay.
This is silver tongue, yeah?
Oh, I needed to add
Yeah.
my persuasion to that. So it's a 15.
15. He looks towards you. And he says,
What's happening downstairs? There's less banging than usual. I don't like it. Usually the music and the ruckus keeps me going, but it's too quiet now. Have the lads done? Have they left for something? What's happening down
Dogs
there?
got out.
Fucking dogs. Should feed one of them to the boys, keep them happy. Or feed one of the boys to them, rather.
Not one.
Maybe Yosef. Dogs was his job. I'll give you 1 more %. No negotiating past that. You understand me, Vincent? Do you understand me?
Based off the guy's demeanor that we encountered downstairs, both when he was fighting, he raged as well. Does he seem like more of the gruff type?
do you mean Mord? Sorry.
No,
I-
the dude I'm trying to impersonate. I want to make sure that my mannerisms are somewhat like his.
go ahead and roll a retroactive insight check for me.
Or you watched a brains be exploded by your dad.
Yeah, you know him very well. You've seen his
15.
insides. 15? Yeah, he seems gruff, mildly insane in general. Pretty much.
Just be like,
Yeah, you got it. You
get
got
the
it.
job done. Don't worry about it. Give me the 1%. I'll wait.
Turn around.
He's not like doing anything weird, like going to cast a spell or something.
Not that you can tell.
Ugh. He'll go to turn around and see what the guy does in the meanwhile.
As he stands, you can hear the chair just giving a cry of relief. Metal scraping, some tumblers moving off to the side. You hear coins jingling. And as he sits down in his creaking chair, the coins are tossed, hit the desk, and just scatter across the ground in front of you.
You did good, but don't push your luck next time. You understand,
You just have a
Vincent?
bag of coins on hand in case you want to.
Of course,
do some
he doesn't
fun-
have
Hell yeah.
900 gold on hand.
That's some high level DM shit.
Do some Foley work while you're
Vincent just looks down at the coins and he's just like, "You're just throwing them to me," and he'll pick them up.
You don't push your luck.
How long has this conversation been real time? Like, it's been the 5 or
But it's in between, like a minute,
feels
maybe
like
less.
it's been 5 minutes.
It hasn't been too long.
He's just waiting for his friends to maybe do something. Let's see how long this can be.
If it's all, get the fuck out then. What are you still doing in here?
One other thing though,
Stares at you.
and hold on a second. I need to think of something.
This is a good time to end the episode.
Yeah, actually, that'll be good.
Well, you just hear yeah. As the episode slowly comes to a close, Vincent and Mord staring it off. We will see everyone at home the next time. Thank you so much for coming. Don't forget
I'm
to.
gonna die, guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. Stop spoiling this show.
Spoiler alert.
I have all of these grand plans, and
he
you
turns
guys
into a
just ruin them. Bye, everybody.